Welcome back to Behind the Scenes. I am your host, Will Mossa, brought to you by On the Clock and Just Baseball. Today, I am accompanied by Wright State right-handed pitcher Cam Allen. How are we doing today, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Fantastic. Really appreciate you jumping on. And we're just going to get right into this. We have to ask the big question. What was it like for you throwing in the Vanderbilt Regional against Vanderbilt? You know, you went 6 innings deep, no hits. Just talk through that experience and what it was like being able to be on that big of a stage and perform at that level.
It was pretty huge. You go from being like 6 to 7, watching all those guys playing college to wanting to be somebody to either play for them or play against them, and just being able to do that, and then there are 6 no hit innings just was like a dream come true. I'm pretty sure every kid dreams of doing something to Vanderbilt, going to Vanderbilt. It was a pretty amazing big step into the direction of baseball that I'm trying to take. So I thought it was pretty good. And then I want to say the moment of me just being in that game was unreal. It was just more of like a dream come true, and like I just didn't want to take it for granted.
Yeah, that's amazing. Talk to us a little bit about your experience at Wright State so far. You've been there for 2 seasons now. You were all freshman team last year in 2024. This year, you took a big step forward, kind of in and out of that starting rotation role. You had 13 starts out of your 16 appearances, but you've been a guy that they've trusted with the ball a lot over your first 2 seasons. So just talk to us a little bit about how you've grown into that role and what that mentality has done for you, but also just your experience in general at Wright State.
My experience in general at Wright State has been amazing. Ever since I got there, my teammates to the coaches, to the helpers, to everybody that runs the facilities or the field or the academic advisors have been amazing. Coach Sogard is probably one of my best coaches I've ever had. I haven't had a coach that has had trust in me like he does. So just having a coach like that has my back all the time, and doesn't doubt me is great to have, which is part of my main reason for staying at Wright State is because I thought about it as I don't want to go anywhere because the coaching is the most important part to me, and I just felt like Wright State had the best role. They bring in a lot of good dudes. Everybody has great personalities. Everybody's nice, caring. Everybody has their back. So Wright State's just an all-around family type of baseball team. We're real close with each other within between like the first month as we get there. So it's a pretty amazing environment to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. And for some of our listeners who may only follow big conferences, big schools, might not be all that familiar with Wright State until, of course, you guys step on the regional stage and start playing some really good baseball as well. But if you could sum up Wright State baseball in one sentence, what would that look like to you?
I'd say it's baseball in its true form, I guess. Everybody plays with happiness. Not everybody, everybody takes it serious, but it's more of we're still playing the game to have fun. We know what we're here to do. Let's do it. It's more of everybody knows their job. Like everybody is just under control. Everybody's on tee with it.
Love it. So, as a pitcher, one of the things that always comes up, in baseball, walk-up songs are really big, but for you as a pitcher, it's a little bit different of a decision. So are you a guy that likes to be a crowd pleaser? Are you somebody that wants to get the crowd hyped? What does that decision look like for you? And what was your walkout song in 2025?
My walkout song in 2025 was I'm trying to think. It was a Tupac song. Oh, I don't think I can remember the name of it, but I'm more of whatever can get me going and in the mood when I'm on the mound too, and then just basically a walkout that gains people's attention and just paying attention to me on the mound, and I get in that kind of groove with the music. So I'd say just how I feel with the music is a big part to me, because I feel like your warm up music is everything. It's the focus on just I want to say just getting in the mode, just being able to focus more, just listening to your song. I feel like so. Yeah, I'd say that just me picking my song personally, just for my pleasure, would be my opinion. So,
Love it. So, through 2 years at Wright State, can you kind of talk about your favorite, either, well, I guess both, baseball experience on the field as well as maybe some off the field stuff that has really stuck with you over these first couple of years? And like you mentioned, that program has done such amazing things for you, and you're sticking around. So, if you can talk a little bit about some of those memories that you've been able to make in these first 2 years.
um, I want to say my first year of college was probably the most memorable. I met a lot of great guys that showed me a lot of things. I learned to mature more as a person, on and off the field. Um, I want to say at the beginning of the season, I was struggling a little bit, but probably my teammates telling me that they got me and that they'll get me through it and I'll get back into it was probably one of the biggest memorable experiences I've had there, because I mean, you don't really find too many people on teams that are gonna support you like they do. So, and then I'd say off field experience would be just hanging around the baseball guys. I mean, we just sit in the locker room, chill, play pool, joke around, blast loud music. I mean, we'll just be goofy in there. So I'd say those would be my memorable experiences. In the
Yeah,
Vandy game, of course. So
right. Had to be up there. So obviously, like when you're a college athlete, like you are high level, so much of what you do is kind of that all business. You're on the field all the time, put in work. But what do you do outside of baseball to kind of step away and reset yourself? Is there an activity you really like to do, or you a golf guy, hoops guy, whatever that might be? A lot of guys like to step away and do something in their free time.
um usually just hanging out with my friends. I go play basketball a lot, pick up basketball at the little gym. So I'd say playing basketball in my free time is probably one of my biggest um what's the word for it? Just getaways from everything. Just being able to hang out with my friends and all that. And I play video games too, so that's another big getaway. So I'd say those two things.
Well, now we gotta ask, what game do you play? What's your go-to?
MLB and GTA.
That'll be great ones, great ones. Well, one last thing for you. Is there any food spot that you really look forward to that you go on the road? Either one that might not be in your hometown when you're at school, or just one that's your go-to spot every time you're traveling, every time you guys can stop for a meal.
I mean, I would have to say In and Out. Ever since we went to Texas, In and Out has been bomb. It's been on my mind. I've been wanting to go back and go get some more. I went and got. I think I got like. I went back to back on the same day I was down in Texas, where we had stopped for a few days before we. I think it was when we traveled to Oklahoma. So I mean, yeah, In and Out was the best food spot I've experienced down there. So I mean, by far.
Yeah, we don't have any of those in the Midwest, so we're gonna have to work on that a little bit, just
Yeah.
for our guys. Well, Cam, I really appreciate you jumping on and talking about your experience at Wright State so far, and best of luck this summer, whether you're just training or jumping into a league somewhere. And then obviously next spring we'll be watching out, and really, really great talking to you. So appreciate you taking the time.
I appreciate it.